Have you recently been promoted to a senior management position but are experiencing public speaking anxiety? You're probably thinking about those team meetings when your voice just didn't cut through, wasn't loud enough. And when you talk, it sounds perhaps flat and monotonous. I understand. Perhaps your throat tightens when you're preparing to speak, or a lack of confidence creeps in, making you wonder if you're truly sounding like a leader. It's a lot to keep track of, but guess what? You've come to the right place to face these challenges. Today, in this video, we're going to dive into some fantastic techniques inspired by my two favorite speakers at the moment, Sir Ken Robinson and Simon Sinek, to help you find your voice and speak with the kind of confidence that gets everyone listening. My name is Jimmy Cannon, voice coach and leadership coach, and I help people find more confidence through the power of their voice to create more authenticity. Let's take Sir Ken's TED Talk, his down-to-earth style, his dry sense of humor and humility just drew everyone in.
I had a great story recently, I love telling it, of a little girl who was in a drawing lesson. She was 6 and she was at the back drawing, and the teacher said this little girl hardly ever paid attention. And in this drawing lesson she did. And the teacher was fascinated. She went over to her and she said, "What are you drawing?" And the girl said, "I'm drawing a picture of God." And the teacher said, "But nobody knows what God looks like." And the girl said, "They will in a minute." Kids will take a chance. If they don't know, they'll have a go. Am I right? They're not frightened of being wrong.
That's the kind of impact we're aiming for. And Simon Sinek, his speech, Start with Why, nailed it with that perfect intonation and punctuation in his voice. He's able to passionately convey his message. And without our voice as an instrument, how do we get our message across? Let's kick off with pauses. So there's so much more than just silent bits in pauses. There's so much more that they do when you use them correctly. So try this. Grab a book, read a sentence, and pause for a couple of seconds right after. Feel the difference? It's about giving your words weight. Breathing's up next. It's all about keeping calm and making your voice heard. Let's try something fun. So I want you to take a breath in, belly out, relaxing your belly, allowing the lungs to expand. Hold it for a few seconds. That's going to release the endorphins, allow you to relax and let it out. So just before you're about to speak, just do that. You can do it silently through the nose. Nobody's going to notice. Now, let's talk about intonation. It's all about adding flavor to your words. Here's a trick. I call it the roller coaster sentences exercise. Roller coaster sentences exercise. Pick a sentence, any sentence. Say it with highs, and now say it with lows. It's like adding color to your speech. Try it out. Phrasing is big too. Which words do you stress? 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 Isn't it crazy how just changing the emphasis on a particular word changes the whole message? Let's talk clarity. Ever tried a tongue twister? They're not just for kids. They're great for sharpening up how you pronounce your words. Give it a go and notice how your speech gets clearer. Let's do this one. This is one of my old favorite ones. This is called Peter Piper. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. A peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked. Now, this is all about your lips. These are called the bilabials, here, the two lips, because there's lots of plosive, lots of P's. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. A peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked. Try that one. Let me know in the comments ones that you really like to do or you haven't done for a while. Maybe you did them at school. Incidentally, if you'd like a free PDF copy of the tongue twisters that I use with my clients, put in the comments below tongue twisters and I'll send you a free copy. Volume is another tool in your kit. Try reading something in different volumes. Start soft, get louder, back then to soft. It's about grabbing attention, but in a good way. And pace, too fast or too slow, can lose people. So the pace balancing exercise is what you need. Read something at various speeds. Find the sweet spot when you're comfortable and your audience is hooked. Remember, it's all about practice. I had somebody come up to me at a concert just a few days ago, actually, and I get this quite a lot. People come up to me, I also play saxophone as well as sing, and people come up to me and say, how did you get to that level on saxophone? And it sounds like a bit of an ego thing, but this is what I do, and it's taken me years of practice, hours and hours and hours of practice. I'm not suggesting that it's going to take you hours and hours and hours of practice to be able to change the way you speak. It's going to take a little bit of time, but it does take consistent practice. So you do need to either work with someone like myself, or you need to do a course, or you need to read a book, or you need to research and know what exercises to do to be able to improve your communication skills. You need to be able to practice those exercises consistently on a daily basis. You've got this. And hey, if you want more personalized tips, then think about having a one-to-one coaching session with me, join my mailing list, or check out my free quiz to get a feel of your speaking style. It's all in the comments. Thanks for hanging out. And here's to you, speaking and leading with confidence. Speak soon.